Hi guys, and welcome back to the Bristol Prepper channel. So today guys, we are talking about bushcraft and prepping freebies guys. So stuff you can get for free everywhere. And this is what I'm going to talk about, a few different things for you guys. Keep your eye out and make you guys think, really, like food for thought. And thinking about some stuff you might be able to get some for free. And because everybody likes to get stuff for free, don't they? They don't want to pay for everything. You know what I mean? If it's better if you can get used stuff that's free, and especially stuff that runs out, you know, that you'll use a lot. Sorry, dog has just decided to play with his bone. Stop! Fucking dog. Anyway, right guys, so the first thing we'll look at is stuff in your house or around you can get for free. So, first thing is dryer lint. As you can tell, I've got a nice big bag here. They're a full one. I'm going to put this in my prepping cupboard, where I keep all like my usables and stuff like that. So, yeah, so one big bag of dryer lint obviously comes out the dryer. Normally your missus, if you've got a missus you live with a partner, she will empty it every so often when it's full up. Obviously I think it's every cycle they empty it and then put it in the bin normally. Like all the stuff, all like the cotton and stuff that comes off the clothes. But my missus keeps it for me, puts it in a bag, and then I can use it for fire starters. You can cover this in wax or in petroleum jelly, like Vaseline, and it will then become an extremely good fire starter. You don't have to do that. You can put it in smaller bags, take it with you, and use this on its own for a fire starter. Amazing, guys. Very good, viable option for a fire starter, and it's free and unlimited as long as you've got a tumble dryer, which like 99% of people have got. It's free, so that's pretty cool. That's one thing. So tell your missus or your mum or whatever to start collecting it for you, which is pretty cool. So that's that one. The second one I brought out for a example. This is my handle for my ferro rod, which I haven't yet put the ferro rod in. I should do. Keep forgetting to do it. But yeah, this is the handle that I finished. As everybody can see, it's all nice and shiny now, and I've coated it and it looks good. So this is an example. So you might have trees in your back garden, or the woodland you use or go to, or the wild centre you go to, or whatever. Cut a small log or a small piece of whatever you need, and then make your handles out of it and carve, you know, and practice carving. It's really good for you to learn how to carve and make handles and stuff like that, because in an SHTF situation, that's what you'd have to do to replace axe handles, or like this, a handle for a small object, loads of different things. So it's really good to have a good some carving skill, you know, and getting used to doing it and using your knife and what sort of techniques you have to use. So that's a good thing. And obviously this cost me nothing. All this cost me was the stain and the coating, and it's so small that it cost me practically nothing, you know. So yeah, and you can get natural stains and stuff like that. So if you're really good and you can go out and take natural dyes from the woodland, if you know that, it's going to be, you have to know your stuff to be able to do that. But yeah, so that cost me nothing, you know, and I didn't have to buy the wood or anything like that. Some people do buy the wood to carve with, which I think is mad, because if it's free and it's growing, like, why don't you just use that? But yeah, so keep your eye out and do that, guys. Really good. And like I said, get your carving skill up. So that's one. So yeah, so there's loads of stuff like that, guys, around your house, or around you, maybe in your garden, or obviously, like I said, in the woodland around you. Loads of stuff that is free. Another free fire starter you can get is birch bark. If you've got a silver birch near you, just take some strips off that, put it in your fire kit. I've got some on my fire kit. Just sat there waiting for next time when I need it. It's amazing stuff, you know. I'll start a fire every time. It's quality. So yeah, that's free, like I said. So, and all these things that you can get that are free and cost you nothing, that you can use time and time again. So the next thing we're going to talk about now is stuff that's free, but I've been like given to you by your missus or family or friends or anything like that. So I've got a few examples. I've got my candle that I had on my other video that my missus gave me when we redecorated. So when we redecorated, I'll explain if nobody watched that video, we redecorated, but my missus changed the colour of the room. So she didn't want this candle anymore, and because women do not like candles, as you guys will all know if you've got women, they do not like candles. So it's a benefit for me because I get a free candle, and yeah, so well, not one, I got some more to offer, but yeah, it was totally free, guys. Obviously we bought it at the beginning, but you know what I mean. Otherwise, it would have been chucked out if I didn't keep it. So yeah, that's one free thing. The next thing is so this chapter is a little bit more about recycling than getting stuff for free. So next thing we recycled or got for free is a Tupperware box. So my missus was using this for, what do they have in it? Can't remember. She had something in it for a long time. Was using it and stuff like that. I think it's stuff to do with her job and stuff like that. So she was using it, and then she wanted to chuck it. She didn't want it anymore. I think she should have given it to her mum or something. So I just said I'll have it, and it's really good, guys. So we can use this for. I don't have to sit here and explain what containers are good for, but you can use this in your preps and put preps inside of it. You could put rice in here, anything, guys, and seal it up. This one is an airtight seal. Some of them aren't like that, but this one is. It has the rubber going on the outside. She kept liquid in this one, so it had to be airtight and watertight. So as soon as that goes down, it clamps in. Now this is airtight, so it's good. You can put loads of different bits of kit in there. Maybe you might want to keep your small knives in there, I don't know, or anything, guys. All your ferro rods, or I don't know. What else could you keep in there? Maybe all your fire starters, like your all your tinders and stuff like that. You're not taking, but with you, but you like to keep. Fill this box up. You might have this stuff like that. So that's recycling. You know, reusing the stuff around you, and family and friends might be chucking out, or anything like that. You know, just keep your eye out for those sorts of things. Now, the last thing we'll move on to, guys, is a little bit more out there. Some people might not some people might not want to do this, but I'm a little bit cheeky and a little bit forward, you know, guys. I'm not a shy person at all. So what it is I'll bring this up to show you. This is my strop that I made, and I did a video about that, guys. So if you want to see how to make a budget strop like mine is, go back to my channel, go through the videos, and you'll see, I think 2 I got on there of how to make a budget strop. So yeah, this is my strop. Works fine. It's a very nice strop. I've used it more times than I care to mention now. It's definitely been used, but everything you see here, not everything, sorry, the leather I paid for, but literally it cost me like hardly anything, the leather on this one, but the wood was totally free. And what that was, I went into the place that I worked, and I just asked if I could have some wood off one of the pallets, and I took the wood and then cut it down and then sanded it, and then obviously used it as a plate for putting my leather on. So, and that can be used across the board. So if you need some pallets or something like that, go into a shop, ask, and just say, do you have any pallets at the back? Obviously, preferably a bigger shop, like a superstore, or like, do you know what I mean, like a big store. Go in there, and I'm telling you guys, I've worked in lots and lots of different retail shops and stores. They will have spare pallets at the back that are broken and mashed up. They've just got left in a pile. 99% of stores have it. I've been in lots of stores, and they're all the same. They have like a corner or like an area of the truck yard or out the back, whatever you want to call it, the warehouse, where it's just full of rubbish, you know. We had like rotten logs where we put notice boards on them and loads of stuff out there, you know. So I just took a piece off that, or old like plinths where we put signs on them, loads of stuff like that, guys. And you can reuse that, and that goes across the board for everything, not just wood. They might have spare metal out there you might want to use to, I don't know, guys, make a knife or grind it and somehow make something, you know. It's recycling, reusing. Just ask people, you know. They're not worried. They will give you stuff. You're taking it off their hands, you know. They haven't got to pay for it to become and be collected and taken away. So that goes across the board. Like, if you're going, I don't know, you see somebody with a skip a couple of doors down, and they've got a skip and they've got rubbish in it. Obviously, be courteous and go to their door and ask them if you see something in the skip you want. I know it sounds scabby and bit like rough and a bit like you're like a scum or a poor person, but you're not. You're just reusing, recycling, you know. It only goes to a landfill or whatever. So you could go there, ask them politely at the door, say, "Am I allowed to take this wood out your skip and I'll use it," or whatever. And then you can make it into boards and stuff, and make it into all these different bits and pieces you can use or need or put in your preps, which is really handy, guys. Another thing I've seen before as well on the skip thing is I know somebody that had a leather sofa in their skip. Given the leather sofa was on its way out, it was knackered, you know, it's dead, but it was good leather back in the day, so they took the leather, the person asked at the door, so they can take some scraps off the off the sofa, and all he did off the sofa or couch, if you're in America, they just cut up some pieces off the back, which was good leather because it hadn't been sat on before and hadn't been mashed up. And then they had all these big pieces of nice leather that he was able to go back and make stuff out of, and I don't know, a pouch or a bag or a sheath or a stropping board, you know, all these things, and you could do that, you know, and they wouldn't worry because it's only a skip and going to a, it's only in the skip going to a like I say, for a rubbish site or whatever. So all these things you can do, guys, loads of stuff you can do to get stuff for free. You just got to keep your eye out and think a little bit outside the box sometimes, and you will be able to. A lot of the time, people want to give you this stuff because, you know, when you're taking it off their hands, you're helping them out a little bit. He'll have more room in his skip or whatever. You know what I mean? It's not that hard, but you get free stuff and you get to not pay for things, you know, because all this stuff isn't cheap. Right? Leather isn't cheap. Generally, you know, if you can get some good deals, like I've got some good deals on leather, but generally leather's not cheap if you buy it from a store or whatever. And also wood isn't cheap. Wood isn't good wood, you know. You can buy cheap wood. I've been a carpenter, so I know my wood, but you can buy cheap wood, which is like rubbish, or you can buy good high quality wood and made out of good hardwood, and that can be expensive. So if you can get it for free, then your quid's in, you know. So that's what it's all about, guys. Keep your eye out and get yourself some bushcraft and prepping freebies. So guys, today I'd love to hear from you guys. Tell me the coolest thing and the best thing you've got for free. Leave it down there in the crotch box beneath. Slam it down in the comments. Tell me the best thing you've ever got for free for bushcraft or prepping. Either in the comments, or if you'd like to leave me a VR, that would be amazing as well, guys. So yeah, leave me in the comments. Tell me the best thing you got for free. Anyway, guys, if you want any of my jumpers or t-shirts, give me a shout and I'll help you out. If you've enjoyed this video, please press like. And also, guys, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It massively helps my channel, and I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. Also, guys, if you want to like me on Facebook, that would be a massive help as well. And Facebook's the only way you're going to be in the know on Bristol Prepper. You know what I mean? You're going to know all the stuff that's coming out first, because that's where I release all the best information, all there. So like me on Facebook, and if you want to like me on Facebook, go to the description and I'll leave a link for you there, guys, for you to click on the link and it takes straight to my Facebook page. That's it really, guys, for today. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. That's it really, guys. So as always, stay prepared and I'll catch you guys another day, another way.